especially like to thank EWB Consulting for being here today. This database is about the media and entertainment industry. It captures a wide variety of companies that serve to provide products and services that keep the everyday consumer engaged. Due to its dependency on technological developments, new segments of the media and entertainment industry are constantly up and coming and changing around the world. It is a fairly inelastic industry, whether it is keeping a 9-year-old entertained on a video game or an instructional safety video. Media production is a large part of our lives. A capital-constricted environment and ongoing digital convergence are making new collaborations a matter of survival for many entertainment and media companies. Whether bringing together old and new media or delivering and content players, many companies are turning to each other to quickly adapt to growing distribution channels, new technologies, and increasingly sophisticated consumers. Depressed economic conditions and challenging credit markets in 2009 drove completed media and entertainment deal value and total volume to their lowest levels since 2004 and 2003. This is why a majority of the transactions found in this database are comprised from 2007 and 2008. Companies looking to expand into this industry can use this database to learn where they would be most profitable. It offers clients an insight on the media and entertainment industry in foreign countries. It also allows comparison of M&A transactions in Europe, Asia, and the United States. It provides reasons behind the transactions as well as other statistics and information required to compare firms. Despite a sharp fall-off in the number of M&A transactions, Asia and European financial institutions are actively exploring opportunities to expand. Many are undaunted by the credit crisis, and a sizable minority of them believe the credit crisis will actually increase the future volume of M&As. Firms are adopting a cautious approach, focusing on strengthening existing capabilities rather than transformative deals. Domestic competition is increasingly important as a motivating factor in M&A in Asia's financial service market. This is why it is extremely important to have transactions from all across the globe in order to compare them to the U.S. market. This database contains several queries in order to strengthen its ability to compare transactions. The amount of time between the date the merger was announced and the date it took place can give future investors a good idea about the value of a company's stock. The user of this database can use the date difference values to analyze whether or not the value of the stock changed between those dates. Transactions can also be searched by date range, thus allowing the user to view periods in the market where there was a high, normal, or low number of mergers and acquisitions. Target name and acquirer name can also be searched. The user can see if any company was involved in multiple transactions in the past 3 years. Transactions can be searched by a specific target nation and acquirer nation, allowing the user to view the number of transactions in the country. The enterprise value to EBITDA ratio is a measure of how expensive a stock is. It measures the price an investor pays for the benefit of the company's cash flow. The ratio can be used to compare a wide variety of companies and indicate how attractive a leveraged buyout candidate the firm would be. This is a key factor in deciding which company contains more value. The database also offers users the ability to search transactions based on the pressing concern that forced the merger. This can help users compare similar transaction processes across nations. I'm now going to show you my website where you can find this database. This is my website. You can find the database in the right-hand corner, and the password and username needed to enter the database is supplied. Just simply click on the Media and Entertainment table and open it into Access. Here you can see the transactions I have selected for this industry. To the left are the different queries that can be asked to further educate yourself on the transactions provided. For example, you can figure out the date difference between the date announced of a merger and the date effective, and figure out which transactions happened within 50 days, between 50 and 150, or greater than 150. Let's see which transactions happened in less than 50 days. So the query will provide you with the target name and the acquire name and the number of days it took for the deal to take place. You can also search a range of date announced or the date effective, and this would be helpful if you want to know which transactions were announced during 2007. You simply enter the beginning date. For the year 2007, we would do January 1st, 2007, and the ending date would be December 31st, 2007. It is also possible to search by acquire name, target nation, or acquire nation. Let's do target name, type in the name of a company, and you can see which transactions occurred during these recent years. You can also search for a specific target nation and acquire nation. For example, if we set the target nation to Germany and the acquire nation to the United States, we can see which transactions happened between these two nations. The enterprise value to EBITDA ratio is also supplied between less than 10, between 10 and 20, and greater than 20. You can also search the EBITDA for a specific nation. That way you can compare the EBITDA's values for those specific nations. Let's type in Japan. You can compare the target companies that are in Japan and their EBITDA values. Last but not least, you can search what the reason was for the transaction that occurred. For example, if we want to know which transactions occurred because the acquirer is trying to strengthen the target, you simply click on the query. This database is a simple way to create a more educated decision when implementing a strategy for your clients. I hope you consider using this process in the near future.